Bear with me.
The United States does not keep active records of how many people get sick from our water supply every year. There are estimates that from 500,000 to 7 million people get sick per year from drinking tap water.
One of the problems is that we have lots of bugs in the system, viruses, pathogens, bacteria. A lot of those things that you think of as stomach viruses or flus, about 40% of those come from your drinking water.
We are not removing things like industrial chemicals, rocket fuel, pesticides, certain pharmaceuticals, drugs that were discharged either by big animal factories or by sewage treatment plants. A lot of people think they don't have to worry about their water supply because they go out and buy bottled water. Well, we have news for them. In fact, a lot of your exposure to many of the chemicals comes from the simple act of showering in them. So some of these more volatile pollutants come in through your skin.
Let that sink in right now. Let it sink in deep. Something you do daily, sometimes more than daily. But there's more. Coffee at the store, gas station, same water. Someone needs to wake up besides me. Your pancake that you feed your child, same water. Now here's where it gets big. This is where people should be walking in the streets doing something. Your food products, all your food products in the store are made with the same water, unless it's filtered. But they get to lie to you too, though. That's part of the law. That is corporate personhood. If you are a corporation, you have the right to lie. You can go look it up. Bigger yet, babies grow in this water for no reason whatsoever. This is 116,000 man-made chemicals, unknown what they do interreacting. I'm going to play the rest of this, and then we're going to find out when you apply volts to tap water. Anybody that's a mechanic knows that you put distilled water in a battery, not tap water. Now I know most people are going to say you're going to leach minerals from the body, but the question is, did you actually ask yourself, do you know that, or did you just regurgitate something that you heard? Because it leaches out inorganic materials that the body cannot use.
There are over 116,000 human-made chemicals. We have no idea how they interact. We are becoming experiments for these synthetic chemicals. And when the liver takes these chemicals out of our bodies, what happens? They get flushed down the toilet. And then they go into the aquifer. And then they go into our rivers and streams. We take the water from the rivers and streams and we put it into our public water supply systems, and we're drinking it again.
Any present debate that's going on, any debate whatsoever, this should be number one. Seeing your child grows in it for 9 months. Can I get an amen down below? An amen, a yada boy, anything. Because that makes complete sense, doesn't it? You're going to let your child grow in 116,000 man-made chemicals, and then you're going to have a law stating child abuse and child neglect. How does that not even fit the description of that? For something that we do not need to do, but we still continue to do it, and then the way we test is completely inaccurate. If you're going to test at a water treatment facility and have it run through 100-year-old pipe and not test it where the person is drinking it, it's not a test.
All types of chemicals, heavy metals such as fluoride, aluminum,
and so on. So let's move on to the second stage. Now I will perform electrolysis to actually allow you to see what is within your tap water. Alright, now I'm going to start the process of electrolysis. On the right, you can see a glass full of distilled water, and on the left, you can see the regular unfiltered tap water. So let's get it started.
Within seconds. They're going to give you this and make you pay for health care. Why are you not doing anything about it? Look at that. Now, I know you're going to say, I don't have volts running through my body. Yes, you do. Wi-Fi. Look at that.
Alright. I will give you a closer look. So, as you can see, the distilled water didn't change at all, while the regular tap water has turned into a green and brownish glue full of these delicious and tasty spots. And this is actually what you drink every time you drink from your tap water.
Not to mention it's in that gas station coffee, at the restaurant, Child's Pancake. You know the schmeal. Growing in you for 9 months, more or less. Okay, so we have all that. Now, this is for the chemtrail people and for distilled water people as well. Hopefully, you guys can all up the knowledge, I should say. Get to know this guy. Well, him too, why not? But Barry. Get to know Barry. Um, he's a microwave weapons expert. These things go hand in hand because you have microwaves running through your body all the time.
Yes, it's Barry Trower.
Barry Trower, and that's his name. Right down there. Just plug his name in. He works for free. That's what he looks like. Another one that you should get to know is this lady right down here. That's Dr. Herda Clark. I'm going to get her up here in a second.
Welcome to HuldaClark.com.
Yeah. If you can find that one, she talks about a choke inductor coil and about how volts can be used to cure the body as well as damage it. Now, I wasn't going to play this one, but it just seems to fit if I can find it, which I did go past it once before. It's on volts, and I have it posted everywhere, but the higher up you go in elevation, the more body voltage that you will obtain. So the video that I have, he has, I think it's 15 volts running through him on the second story of his bedroom. I actually made a song about it, but who wants to hear a song about 15 volts running through you? But the reason why I made it is I was thinking to myself, is that the reason why babies cry? I don't know why I thought that, but that's the first thing that came through my head, because, 15 volts, that just seems like a lot. And I'm having trouble finding it. I have a lot of videos. There's like so much that I want to give out, but you can only give out so much. That's after a Hurdle Clark liver flush. I just had to show you that color because it looks, I know, bile, but it seems awful close to that color of that water now, doesn't it? Yeah. If this stuff seems to scare you, you need to go check out this guy, William Davis. Wheat, the unhealthy whole grain. It actually plays around with your, I'll think of it in a second, opiate receptors in the brain. They actually removed it from schizophrenic patients and they got better. Another one, Royal Rife. Check him out. He was destroying or cleansing, I like to choose my words, cleansing the body with a photoplasma bulb. Same one you would find in an old style TV. I'm still looking for the one on it, but did I just pass it? No, I didn't. I didn't pass it. Oh, here we go. Now the question is, do I show you the one by the power line or both? I think I'm going to do both, just so there is no confusion. This is a lot, and this is something
One
you can
way
test.
you can earth yourself in your
We're going right straight to the bedroom, if you know what I mean.
radicals, and also we're discharging electricity that's come in from our modern environment. So welcome to my bedroom. This is another place we spend a lot of time, is in bed, at least 8 hours a night, most of us. Now, what most people have in their bedroom is they have a power point right here next to their head on either side of the bed, and there's also an electrical lead running right behind in the wall, right behind here. I'm going to show you in another experiment, another video using a Gauss meter, how this electrical field actually radiates out right to where our head is while we're sleeping. Got my multimeter. I've got it earthed through a power point, and I'm going to see what my voltage is just standing on the floor in the bedroom. It's a massive 15 volts. This is the highest reading that I've had outside, inside, anywhere. I'm at 15 volts standing on the bedroom floor. Now I've got a sheet on my bed which is earthed. If we have a close look at that, you're going to see it's got silver thread running through it. It connects in here with a lead and goes into the earth socket in the power point. Alternatively, you can run it out a window and use the earthing rod I showed you before. So let's see what happens to my voltage when I sit on the bed fully clothed. Let's see what happens. So I'm at around 15 volts as I was before. I sit on the bed with clothes and I drop down to 2.9 volts. So that's quite dramatic. That's about a 5-fold reduction. Fully clothed, sitting on an earth sheet. Now what happens?
There's more. If you're going to ground yourself, make sure you get the book Dirty Electricity. And then you might want to look into a thing called the Lily Wave. I know it's a lot. Trust me. I know it's a lot. I've looked up it. It is a lot. The Lily Wave was designed by John C. Lilly, the guy that worked with dolphins. This ain't my stuff. He also did mapping of the human brain. I might as well throw this in because you might just need it. Just look for that video and breathe the way he says. Alright, now, for what this video is all designed for is, and I'm going to ramble on because I know this is not perfect. So, plastic if I can open it up, I guess. I don't know how well you can see in there, but I got a plastic bucket. It's my old distilled water thing, but here's a plastic bucket down here. There's layers of plastic. Trust me, I know about plastic, not the greatest thing. These right here are rails from a crib. 2 of them, backboard, and then it's this saran wrap. I used, you know, I'm low on the fundage, so I would have made this into an Oregon accumulator, but I don't have that kind of money. But so I have all that, plus the floor is lined. Right here in this area, you'd place this pan, which that is aluminum, and it has no non-slip surface or whatever. I'll think of it in a second. Teflon. Doesn't have Teflon on it, so yeah, you don't want to be breathing that in, and even that's, you know. And then I have a spray bottle with distilled water in it. Always use distilled water. Throw it in there, steam in there. I think it's 450 calories per hour, but here's the little thing on how well it works. You can take 20 of the jalapeno seeds, eat them, go in there, don't touch your eyes, wash your hands. Within a few minutes, you will feel them come out of your pores. Now, go to Herta Clark and learn about the jalapeno pepper and the 20 seeds. I just got to throw that in there just so you know that it works. So if you want to know that it works and it's actually, you know, things are coming out of you, do the seeds, then you know on the length on it, kind of gives you like a telltale sign that, you know, things are being expelled. Now, you just heard how many chemicals there are. This I've been doing this for a while. This does not take that long. It works great. Within seconds, you are completely engulfed in heat, and you're just sweating within 15-20 minutes, depending on what you ate or whatever. But there's my video. You'll breathe better. When you get out of this thing, get out of it slow, very slow, because, you know, your body's in a relaxed state. So just go slow. But tell me how you feel. Now, when you get set up, make sure you're all set. Make sure you're all set and you're not playing back and forth. Don't do that. Like, if you're going to urinate in there. Bring something in there with you, because you don't want to be going back and forth. There's no sense of bringing your temperature up, bringing it down, bringing it up, bringing it down. Don't do that. It's just something I learned. All right. And we'll have another video, and it's going to be more personal for you to try, and it will help your breathing. Trust me. All right. I'm thinking about shaving this. I don't know yet. It's expensive to shave, man. All right. Try to make you laugh.